Hello everybody, hope you're all doing great. Thanks for tuning in, it's much appreciated. It's Beer Monster o'clock. And I'm going to do a comparison video. Main purpose for this video is to review Brewdog's Black Art, which is a new draft stout by Brewdog. And they've brought it out to rival Guinness. It's 4.1%, same as the Guinness. And yeah, it's supposed to be like a session sort of stout. And they're actually undercutting the price of Guinness at the minute. Not just the nitro cans, but the regular draft cans. Brewdog have undercut them on price in Tesco's anyway. So yeah, they're really going for it. They're really pushing to take on Guinness and go head to head to see who is the king of the sort of session stouts, I suppose. And let's see how they get on. I mean, obviously I'm going to be reviewing the Black Heart, but I think unless I've got a Guinness next to it, I'm not really going to know for sure whether I think it's better or worse, am I? So yeah, that's why I've got the Guinness here as well, just to sort of, you know, just to be able to taste them both. I'm not going to review this, I've already done that on my channel. So I'm mainly going to be focused on the Black Heart, but the beer will be there just for me to sort of have a little go at both of them and compare the differences, so to speak. Anyway, let's crack on because we've got some nitro surging to do here, haven't we? Well, before I do anything, I need to make a pinprick in this. I forgot to do it. I should have done it before I started filming, really. I'm just going to use this dart. Here we go. Make a little hole in it with a dart. It's just to release the nitrogen from the can. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, just release the nitrogen from the can, and then you can use the Guinness Nitro Surgery on it, and which makes it creamier, as it does with any nitro beer. So yeah, I'm giving it its best chance. That's it. That's all it takes to make it nitro surgeable, and you can do this with the Guinness draft cans as well. You don't have to buy the Nitro Surge cans. Just poke a little hole in it there, as you see. Well, I'm actually going to do the Guinness first, even though I have prepared that one already, just because I think Guinness is going to take a bit longer to settle. Because I have tried Black Heart before, but I've not compared it to Guinness. Right, there we go. Let's go on with Guinness first. Might as well do a two-part pour, I suppose. I haven't got a Guinness glass though, unfortunately, which is a shame because it does look so much better in the Guinness glass, doesn't it? It's one of them things. Can only do what I can do, unfortunately. It just looks so creamy, Guinness, doesn't it? Lovely and creamy. We'll stop about there. Not a little bit more. We'll let that settle. And when we top the last bit up with these Nitro Surgery cans, we don't turn the device on. We just top it up without the Nitro Surger, and it should give it the theory is that it will make sure the head's not too big. But you know, we'll find out, I suppose, won't we? Right, leave that there for a sec. There will be a little bit of cross-contamination here, I suppose. But is it really going to make a difference, like one tiny little bit of Guinness getting into the Black Heart? I don't think so, do you? Right, let's get the Black Heart in the glass. I'll have to use the Foster's glass for this one. But I'm not going to be really comparing the presentation of the beer itself. This is more about the taste for me. I'm not really going to be focusing on anything too much. Just the taste and like the mouthfeel, really, for me. Right, with this one, I'm just going to stop it there and top the last bit up without the surger being switched on again, just to make it fair, really. If I was just reviewing this on its own, I probably just would have chucked it all in there, to be fair, because where it's not a pint can, it's all going to fit in there, so there's no really need to worry about it too much. Right, Guinness looks like it is about settled. I wonder if I could just... No, I'll stick this on just in case. Right, let's top the rest of it up. Remember, I'm not switching on the surger for this part. Should get it all in there. Don't bottle it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Happy days. Oh, I've had a little bit of spillage because I don't think this box here that I'm using to make it easier to film is level. Never mind. Anyway, let's get the rest of the Brewdog one in there. Bit all over the place here. Right. Got a very big head on it, the Brewdog one. Now, whether that's because of it's in a nucleated glass, I don't know. But I wasn't aware that that affected the nitro cans, because obviously it's carbonated a different way. There we go. As you can see, to me, the head on the Guinness looks a bit lighter. They both got no bubbles in. They both look extremely nice. Guinness one looks a bit better, but it is a pint. You know, this one's not a pint, and it's got a bigger head. You know, again, I said I'm not worrying too much about the looks, but I'm gonna do a little head taste. The Guinness. Very similar. They both taste cracking. The Nitro Surgery is definitely a good little gadget, even for the cans when you use a pin trick, you know. Right, I'm going to go in with the Brewdog Black Heart. By the way, this is the minute you can get 4 cans. 4 cans are £4 in Tesco's. The normal price is 4 cans for £5. Smells like a Guinness with a bit more coffee in it. A bit more roasted malt. You know what Guinness smells like, I'm sure. Yeah, just a bit more roasted malt. A bit more coffee for me. That's what it tastes like. Cheers, everybody. Bosh. That's nice. That is very nice. It's smooth and creamy like Guinness. In fact, it's very similar to Guinness. It really is. You can see what they've tried to do. They've tried to make it as much like Guinness as possible, but just change it a little bit, just to try and sway a few people. I think they've focused mainly on flavour here over the mouthfeel. It tastes very much like a Guinness with extra roasted malts in it for me. Maybe a little hint more coffee as well. It's just like a stronger, more flavoursome version of Guinness, which, depending on how you look at it, could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing, because Guinness is just known to be so smashable, so easy drinking, nice, thick, creamy, lovely stout in it. It's so do you want something more flavoursome? I think if you wanted that, you probably wouldn't be drinking Guinness in the first place, really, would you? So it's quite a difficult one to sort of compare as far as flavour goes, but it's good. Yeah, that's my first impressions. Just a bit more coffee, a bit more roasted malt. Now let's have a go on the King and see if it's as good as I think it is, because it does taste really nice. Or I might just try this and be like, nah, different league. Let's give it a go and see. Oh. Again, that is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Just like being in the pub with that Nitro Surgery. Honestly, it's very, very difficult for me to decide which one I prefer. There's certain things, like there's certain differences. For me, the one standout thing, going back to the Guinness, was it's a lot creamier, a lot like substantially creamier. It has a nicer mouthfeel. It's not so thin. The Black Heart felt a little bit thin on the mouthfeel. This is thicker, it's creamier, and it's just glides down a bit easier. It's more smashable, more sessionable, more easy drinking. Whereas the Black Heart, on the other hand, kind of, you know, it is creamy, it is smooth, but the Guinness is next level creamy and smooth. You know, this does have more flavour, but again, the Guinness is so much more sessionable for me. Perhaps, let's just say if I was going to have 2, maybe 3, I would perhaps pick the Brewdog, just for the extra flavour. The same strength on that. But if I was going to have a right session, I'd definitely go for the Guinness all day long. I really would. So for me, it depends. You know, it depends. I think I'd get a bit sick of the increased coffee and roasted malts in this if I was going to session it. You know, and it is supposed to be a session stout, isn't it? You know, but there's no denying the Brewdog Black Heart is more flavoursome. I'm not denying that for a second. But there's just something about the Guinness. There's just the overall look of it, the mouthfeel, the creaminess, and it's just the drinkability, just the whole easiness of it. It's you know, as far as that goes, it's in a league of its own for me. And this time, I've gone on the Guinness again. Now I'm going to go back to the Black Heart. Definitely more bitter, the Black Heart. I'm definitely more dry. Or if you like that sort of thing, you know, perhaps you prefer that. I think this is going to be down. I mean, with all beer reviewing, beer tasting, whatever, it's down to personal preference, really, isn't it? If somebody likes something that I don't like, who am I to say it's not nice if they enjoy it? But I think you're going to get the people, the Guinness lovers, the real people who've been drinking Guinness for years are going to be stubborn and they're going to stick to the Guinness. I don't think this is going to take over Guinness. I don't think anything will take over Guinness. But I think perhaps the casual stout drinkers, not casual stout drinkers, but say like the ones who prefer a bit more flavour, casual in the sense of, you know, they're not die hard, I'm only going to drink Guinness, but they're more willing to sort of try other things and stuff. May prefer this. I mean, it's what you like, really. Personally, overall, I'm going to give the slight edge to the Guinness. And I know there's probably a lot of people that disagree with me, but, you know, we're all entitled to our opinion. It's just that as an overall package, the Guinness tips it for me. But this is very nice as well. As far as score goes out of 10, I think it's perhaps a little bit overhyped, although it is nice. 7.8 out of 10. I'll go for the Black Heart. It is nice. I'll definitely buy it again. Very appealing, the fact that they've undercut the price of Guinness for me at the minute, especially with the cost of everything. But if they're both the same price, same size cans and all that sort of stuff, yeah, I think I would just go for the Guinness. Although, like I say, the only sort of time I might go with a Brewdog is if I'm just having a couple, you know, just for that bit of extra flavour. But yeah, let me know what you prefer if you've tried, guys. Is it the Brewdog or the Guinness? But either way, they're both decent drinks, you know. Doesn't matter what one you prefer, really. They're both good. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit all over the place, you know. I've completely done it off script. I've just poured them out and just gone with the flow, you know. And there you go. That's what you get. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel, and give me some ideas and that of any other videos you'd like to see me make to do with the Surger. I'm thinking about exploring the pinprick method more and seeing whether you could just open the can. Some viewers have suggested me just open the can a little bit rather than doing the pinprick method, and whether it'll make any difference. For me, it wouldn't, but if you accidentally open the can too much and activate that widget in the can, then there's going to be problems. So for me, I use a dart or something. You see, it took me a few seconds and there's no risk involved in it that way. you're not going to activate the widget. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye, darlings.